press the notification buttons so that you never miss out on any of these great debates or anything else that happens on the Moment of Truth.
Yeah.
It is the Moment of Truth, ladies. And this is where I step back and become the mediator.
Okay.
The question stands: can an entertainer become the leader of a country? Siba, you say yes. And Aya, you say
No.
highly unlikely. Nah,
Nah.
nah. Unpack this for us, ladies, and maybe back it up. Um, you can go first, Aya.
Okay.
Maybe give some background as your understanding of what it takes to be a world leader and why an entertainer couldn't possibly be. And then maybe you can rebut on top of that.
Sure.
Shoot, 19 minutes after, or 19 minutes, in fact, before 12.
Okay. First of all, let me just make it patch that entertainers, first of all, struggle with administration.
Ah,
Challenges
okay.
Entertainers want to be in front, sifuna actors, but if you and all of them, no, then I sign a contract. Oh, can't you find a contract? Oh, my manager, this. But out of there, these people know that you have to read your contract.
Yes.
You have to, you know everything.
Okay.
But one thing about entertainers is that one goal, from as a stage in, I want to be in front of. So how can a person like that lead a country?
Girl.
You struggle to lead yourself.
I like this angle.
You struggle
I'm
to lead
intrigued.
You struggle to lead yourself. You struggle to lead yourself because you struggle. What's it? You struggle to lead yourself. The mere fact that you read a contract or you don't read a contract and you sign up the dotted line. Ungayazi noma uzawubhatala nini, ubhatala malini, and then awuyibona imali yakho iyabiwa ungona ke ukubalekayo siyokhangela i-contract.
So from the habits of
From the
entertainers.
habits of the entertainers, mna ndithi hayi andiyiboni isenza masikhale kwezi zingcinci sihlale sibabone apha.
Noted. Entertainers don't make good administrators. And a leader is the chief administrator to some extent. Siba?
Who is contributing to the narrative that entertainers cannot perhaps think for themselves or don't have the ability to discern or just to generally think for themselves. Perhaps it is important for us, first and foremost, to unpack what an entertainer is.
Okay.
An entertainer is someone who will stand and maybe on a stage, hold a mic, sing, speak, but all in the goal of entertaining the person who's on the other side.
Okay.
Yes.
To be able to entertain abantu requires you to be able to analyze, requires you to be able to critically think, requires you to be able to think on your feet,
Okay.
requires you to also work well under pressure, because you may plan, but based on the feedback or the response that you're getting from your audience, you're like, okay, this plan's not going to work, so we quickly have to go to plan B. And that requires a thinker.
Okay.
So I definitely believe that entertainers, because of the industry that we're in, creatively, very close to the master creator himself, God. I really and believe with the capability of working well under pressure to critically think, not on. Listen, you think of a comedian. A comedian cannot. It's not a matter of just of sharing jokes. You have to think of an angle.
Yeah.
You have to think of how am I going to. We've heard this joke before. And the same old.
How's it different this time?
Now, how my responsibility as a comedian is to be able. Cool, I've got this information, but now how do I creatively unpack this? Not like the next person, but like me. So someone who's able to do that as a critical thinker and can surely solve the problems of the world.
Okay.
Entertainers, I get bored easily. When it comes their creativity,
attention span.
Their creativity, but entertainers can't do the same thing. So it means because we have the constitution. Aziz, the constitution. Are you telling me the entertainer is about okay with the fact that nigga, the same thing?
And you will repeat
You
yourself.
have to repeat yourself. You know, you have to repeat yourself. And to my city, they've had entertainers love to be creative. So it's structure in a way for entertainment. Yeah, but you need.
So it's a box.
It's a box. You know, it limits them because
I'm loving this
Nah,
podcast.
you got-
But it's like, shoo,
yeah,
okay.
because you're like, and the time, I want to do this, I want to do
And
that.
someone writing your speeches.
You know,
Someone, listen, guys. I wanted to be on public record that Aya is undermining
okay.
entertainers.
Let it be noted.
Yeah.
Let it be noted for the
In
record.
fact, we are underminer. I'm going to come. I'm gonna come in.
Sure.
We are underminer.
Mm.
Listen,
She's
guys.
touched. She's
I'm
touched.
so touched.
I'm sorry.
Guys, in order to survive, fortunately or unfortunately, in order to survive in the world that we are living in, you need to know what's going on around you.
Right.
Yeah.
And if you, as an entertainer, you will not empower yourself, then you will probably struggle. These are good administration.
Yeah.
Because you label it as something that is boring. You label it as something that is
Or a labor.
it's this labor.
Yeah.
But once you understand the necessity, as long as you are living under the Constitution of South Africa, unfortunately or fortunately, there are certain structures and things and policies that govern you. It's the same thing, guys, with the freedom of expression. You're allowed to express, but you have the responsibility to ensure that you do not offend someone else while you express yourself.
Yeah.
These are all laws that we are governed. They already exist. So now you're telling me that entertainers governing policies in white paper dance theater or when it comes to the entertainment industry. But the mere fact that robots is telling me that that's boring. It's something I have to do because I have the responsibility to protect the next person. Even now, because our robots is our Chinese.
Or get somebody else into an accident.
Exactly, or get someone else into an accident. So let's not act like there are so many other things that govern us that we live by day to day that we already existed. So now how is a white paper going to make a difference? I mean, guys, order is a thing. In order for us to be able to function, there need to be governing policies and some sort of order in order for us to survive.
But how many entertainers do you have a band?
Maybe examples of people we may know
Yeah.
who are entertainers who carry the qualities of people you would consider worthwhile leaders and I mean not just leaders in their industries, leaders of this nation. Like we were talking about President Ramaphosa's second term.
Yeah.
Which entertainer would you put in his place if he were not to get a second term?
If you were not to get a second term, which entertainer would I put in place?
Do we have somebody who carries that kind of
DM thing? And then some fun.
I'm still.
yeah? Because obviously it takes a lot. You have to remove almost what you know about that position and put somebody who bears the qualities, untried, untested. We've never seen, in the big picture what they've done. But we know what they've done in the arts.
Yes.
And these are important questions because why haven't we asked such a question at an earlier stage? Why haven't we looked at the people who I believe are probably the most influential at spreading the right kind of message, and then maybe looking at putting people together using their strengths, but also the responsibility of carrying a nation on your shoulders. Can it be done or shouldn't it be done? Is it crossing a bridge? Is that like taking umfundisi? Like taking umfundisi to run for office? They have to make a lot of promises.
Yeah.
This is a person who lives by honest principles, but now this is someone who has to make a lot of promises they know are not necessarily lies, but things that they know that chances are they'll never get around to attending to.
Yeah.
They just need your support now. And they know that these are, I've been told even, about AZ, I need to add them in my speech, but as far as attending to them,
Not gonna happen.
so can we take someone from the cloth and put them, so whether they're an entertainer, maybe it's someone of the cloth, or somebody, because somebody like a school teacher
Okay.
who teaches right and wrong. Do you think they could make the transition to become a professional spinner of the truth? Because again, I don't say it's lies, but it's taking the truth and just throwing it around in 30,000 different ways, up until it sounds like, I think I hear a point, but when you listen to it again, it comes back around, you're like, but I got Tetimos, you see, but I haven't heard. Why are you And you hear it the 30th time and you're like, guys, is it just me or the Omnia Art? No. You're not listening properly.
Yeah.
Listen carefully, and then you're like, oh, I hear it now. Over. Why? Because you're lost in the spin, which is why I think they call it that. So, what kind of person besides the conventional politician, would you see in a position of leadership in your own country that you would welcome there? Is it someone who is controversial and will spark a lot of fires up there? Is it someone who is soft-spoken but who has a big following and their actions usually translate to things getting changed? Is it somebody who came out of the blue and you just said, if you guys can just give this person a platform, I'm sold. I'm taken. This person can do it. We'll think about this and we'll continue this on the great debate tomorrow.
Ooh. Okay. It's okay.
We'll continue this on the great debate tomorrow. It's 7 minutes now before 12 o'clock. Ladies, it's been fun.
Amazing.
Tomorrow we'll swap seats.
Ooh.
I'd like to know what it's like to sit on that side during my own program.
Okay.
Maybe you guys can help me out with
I
that.
wonder why.
Maybe you guys can help me out with that. Oh, I don't know. I don't know much. I just know that it's time for us to hand over to Upiwe. Tomorrow again at 9, between 9 and 12, this is where you'll catch us. Look, you could have been anywhere between 9 and 12 today, but this is where you chose to be. And for that, we are eternally grateful. On behalf of the team and myself, thank you for making Moment of Truth your 9 to 12 destination. So let's do it again tomorrow between 9 and 12. Until then, take care of yourselves so that we can take care of each other.
That's right.
Peace!
From the states of Africa, we got you covered. Oh, yeah. You're listening to the I met you last night, baby. I had respect for your lady. Now I take it all back. 'Cause you gave it all and you my leave your number on the cabinet. Ready, man, I give you the call. Next time I'm feeling kind of But I thank you all that baby, listen back and the friend of well, look corrupt, baby. I never have no you better smoke like the club and no need. You can't do me, do me up like DB. You can cheat for me. I have no love for that's something that I'm in the past for. And myself to the latest. I know that and then I'm with it. With nothing else to do with it. They said I know me, now you get it. But ain't nothing but a to me. And y'all know that. Why don't I pay attention? I'll put you with a different proposition.
Nice one, ladies. Let's go that side. Tomorrow, we get a bit technical. From 8 o'clock, then we learn about the buttons and things. So that this camera will be capturing the two of you. I'll be sitting that side. And you guys will be driving the program. Sounds complicated, really isn't. Just you need to know your way around and then just get used to practice. Otherwise, you guys did a fantastic job today. And your energies, I'm all about that. I'm all about that.
So why did you not to trust that? Because your roots to fall in love with it. Knowing damn well what you call it with my good love, but the sun won't take till my head grows bigger. How many wanna name Snoop? Yo, we got all we give up. I'm too swift on my toes to get caught up what you want. It ain't no problem. And my homies can't get a taste of it because you know I don't love you. Hey, now you know. Inhale, exhale with my flow. She got legs, she got legs, in my legs, she got legs, she got legs, she got legs, in my legs, she got legs. Ooh, take a walk, in my legs, she got legs. Ooh, take a walk. Chicken